no money, that's an asshole. It wasn't a phase.
Welcome back to the Senior Citizen Podcast. Today we have the pleasure of chatting with Distortions.
Yeah, thanks for having
I
us.
had to bring this out before I say anything else. This is what Fest is about. You know, you see people in a hotline on a day and just handing out these little care packages and stuff, and it shows the community. It shows how nice it is. I live down south, and it's not to say that there isn't a community, but it's different up here. It's a whole different vibe. So thank you guys for that.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Thank you for being, supportive and caring about the people around you. I think that's important to say right off the get-go.
Yeah.
We save ourselves.
But how are you? How was your fest?
Pretty fun. It's been such a great weekend, making new friends and seeing old friends and, just good times all around. I've gotten to see a few favorites. We've all gotten to see some favorites of ours so far. It's been a really, really good weekend.
Fine. It's a fun time. This is my second fest personally. I don't know about you guys. If you guys have played before, first time.
First time playing, first time going.
First time playing.
That's
first time going.
awesome. So yeah.
And second time.
Second time.
Second time. Yeah. I when I came here the first time, I was like, I'm in love with this. This is so much fun. And I had to come back the following year. How was playing? What is that? What was that crowd like? What was the energy like?
I'll take this one. It was phenomenal. Like Lana was saying, the support of people coming out, like people showing up, just so awesome to see. All of our friends came out, and bands. It's like Wolves and Small Dose. That's part of the fest thing too.
Yeah.
All your friends and bands come out. And then you have new friends that come out. Like we saw some people that we were giving the water bottles out in line and stuff.
Or had met at other shows.
I thought the set went really well.
It was great.
Sounds amazing. You both sounded incredible on stage. So I'm super stoked with life.
No, super exciting. Hopefully you guys will be back next year too. I missed it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I missed the set because I had to go see my friends in Flakata, and it was like it was their first fest as well, and
You gotta support that.
Yeah.
You gotta go support your friends.
Yeah, no, and I did like I'm doing like a mini vlog. I like to vlog my fest experience, and when I walked out, I was just like, I'm so proud of them, because you see people doing what they love and getting that reception. Everybody, their ska band, everybody was skanking and dancing. Yeah, so it was a time. I want to hear a little bit about the band, how you guys got started, how you met. You guys are North Carolina based? Yes.
We are. Yep.
Okay.
We're based in Chapel Hill, this particular lineup's been going now
Since February 4th.
Yeah, since.
That's my birthday.
Oh, look at that.
That's my birthday.
That was my first show playing with Distortions.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
And that was my birthday is the first local show I ever went to, like, over a decade ago now, too. Like, I have those little, memories. of my birthday.
Oh, that's so much fun.
But that's really funny. Anyways, this lineup since February.
Well, it's a little bit different lineup now.
We've had a very punk root sort of start, like a lot of us do, right? We started as a 3-piece, and we're just writing music that was on our hearts, honestly. And it was always motivated by the bands that we're inspired by, Hot Water Music to Flatliners. But we wanted to do something a little different, right? And I'm the longest standing member of the band, so I got to kind of see it evolve. And then I found some incredible musicians and friends along the way that took it to the next level.
Right.
Like what now we settled on a subgenre that is Distortions called gritty pop. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's gritty. We've got this very gritty masculine vocals with this layer of this femininity vocals to it. There's kind of brings the harsh of that vibe down a bit.
Yeah.
But you bring
But
the
it's slower and unexpected, and then you're like, wait, what's that synth doing in
it's a little
here?
dancey. So I love the lineup now. I think what we're doing is truly something that we all care about and something that speaks to our hearts.
It's a lot of fun, too. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's important to have fun along the way, 100%. I'm going to be totally transparent because I'm not a good liar. I have not had a chance to check out you guys' music because I got a water bottle and I was like, these people are great. And then I, fested all weekend.
Yeah.
My phone's been on the verge of dying all weekend too. Every time I check it, I'm like, why are you on 20% again? But so I haven't had time to check you guys out, but I'm very excited to hear that. I think when you look back at all the pop punk songs that people really love, it's sometimes that duo, a part of me with Neck Deep,
Yeah.
Major League did a couple with like featuring female vocals, and I think I personally really like that style. So now I'm excited to check you guys out.
Yeah. And I'm also I'm such a harmony hoe. I'm just all about some harmonies. I'm
They are all about those harmonies.
just gotta do it.
Were you in your choir at school or something?
I was, but I was such an I'm actually like a tenor. I'm not even an alto, so I always felt really discouraged singing these like higher female parts that I couldn't sing. And so something that I really love about being in this band is that I feel like I get to contribute my creativity and like energy to the project in a way that really feels authentic to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really exciting.
So if you're an army hill, am I the pitch pimp?
Yeah.
So what does that make me then?
Here's a Landon lad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's the drummer.
I'm just a
Hey, there's one drummer per state. Value him.
I know.
That's the thing. That's a running joke.
These were Landon's words.
That's a running joke that I've had with people forever. I always tell people like, there's
It's Landon's answer.
it's like there's only like 5 drummers in North Carolina.
And they're all in like 7 bands.
Yes.
I'm just
And the
in 2.
bassist.
I'm just in 2 right now. This one and am I allowed to plug?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have another band, Manic Third Planet, also punk based in Chapel Hill. And yeah, those are my, this and that, they're my 2 right now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, everybody needs a drummer.
You do need a drummer. There's 1 drummer per state, 1 bassist per region, apparently.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
our ratio that we're working with.
Yeah.
I found it even funny when I was hanging out with my brother. There's the band The Real You. I don't know if you guys had heard of them. They were amazing. But at the end of the set, they're like, we're taking a break soon. And I was like heartbroken, but okay. And the drummer, we saw him playing with another band. And my brother was like, oh, he said originally he wasn't going to work in that band because he didn't have time for a project. So now I guess he has time since the other one's on a break.
Yeah.
And then he was like, do you think if I ask him, he'll have time for my project? So it's scarce out there. I think if anybody wants a band, just bassist or drummer.
Yep. I mean, so they met also because speaking of meeting drummers, so like how the band formed, I started playing with them because I was taking photos for the band. I started taking photos because for the photography, and Landon, because he's a drummer, and got the best one in the state.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try my best. Just try to make mama proud.
But yeah, I think when you check out too the new EP, you'll really hear the EP online. You get to hear the evolution of it too.
Yeah.
Between the two, and I'm so excited. We're gonna start writing in November.
Fun.
After we get back from Fest, we're gonna start writing for the next stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we're not going to evolve anymore. It's staying at gritty pop, basically.
Oh, we have no idea.
Oh, okay.
This is what somebody else called us gritty pop over the weekend.
Okay.
We found it as a compliment.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good way to summarize what we're doing.
Because I was like, I think it feels like kind of like pop punkish, but it's something else. It's not like.
It's not quite pop punk. It's very much, I mean, a lot of it's really just straight up punk rock, I think.
Yeah, it's got some
But
hot water
I
influence in
think,
it too.
yeah, I think the way I describe our band's sound to people is we're very much hot water, bouncing souls, Sam I Am ish kind. You know what I mean? That's the best way that I describe our sound to people.
And then we got the synth. That kind of gives it like.
And the 2 vocals, right? And Block Party, someone likened us to Block Party. And then what was the other one where there's 2 vocals?
Party.
Womp womp.
It happens.
Also, for whatever reason, I wanted to let you know if there's a band that you haven't, if you like grindcore. Are you into like grindcore, hardcore punk kind of stuff? like
Yeah.
that?
Hardcore, yeah.
There's a band called Escuela in Chicago. I'm wearing their shirt.
Ah.
And it's a female-fronted Hispanic woman. And it just,
I love it.
It just occurred. And yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Good.
Check them out too.
I will. Thank you for that. Yeah. It's funny because I, like, during the interviews, like, I'll forget everything that I say I'm going to check out. But then when I go back and edit it, I just kind of, like, go and write down, like, oh, I have to go check out this one and that one. So I'll get to it eventually.
Oh, nice. Cool. So you can like edit this out too if it was too awkward to throw that in there.
No, this goes as is.
Oh, great. Exclusives.
No, my editing is putting the audio to the video, and that's it.
Squirrel Squad, let's go.
I want to hear a little bit. So we're the Senior Citizen podcast. We're reminiscing on those scene and emo days or whatever. You like one by one. What were those influences? What was that scene or emo phase like? Was it not a phase? You're already like sighing over there. It's not shit.
I don't think it was a phase. I think it's coming back to us too.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it is. I can't say if it ever really is a phase, because I mean, I went years without listening to some of the bands I listened to when I was, younger, and then, in the last couple of years, I started listening to them again. Like, I mean, so I don't really know if it's really a phase. It kind of sticks with you, I think.
Yeah.
It's happened a resurgence. Like, it's actually started to pick back up. I saw that Warped Tour is going to be coming back.
I got my tickets already.
Dude.
Yeah.
And there's tons of emo bands. Like,
So we were asking about the pre-sales. We were like, whoa, the pre-sale tickets, and no one's. And I was like, you know what? Those are the people that trust, and we just found someone who's learning about the tickets.
Yeah, no, because I mean, if the same person who was in charge of Warped Tour is still doing Warped Tour, and I have enough trust that it's gonna be good. And I mean, I come to Fest, I spend twice as much to see bands that I don't know who they are, and it's fine. I just like music, so I could drop 150 to go to Warped Tour out.
Yeah, whatever. I still haven't been to Warped Tour.
You need to go, really. It's your chance. You need to go.
it's your chance.
Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, no, there is that resurgence to some degree. It's even like a little bit mainstream now because you'll see really popular people looking emo. But and listening to those old bands that you probably used to listen to, who was that like one surprise? Because like as a kid, I listened to Black Veil Brides, and I thought like, oh, it's kind of cringy, like the makeup, whatever. As I got older, and then recently I went back to listen to them, and I was like, they slap. They're so good.
Yeah, Black Veil Brides, that was my jam. Freshman year of high school, they were my jam. Earlier before that, though, when I was about 9, 10 years old, I discovered YouTube. And at the time, YouTube was still like a brand new thing. It was only like a year or two old.
Yeah.
And I was raised on a lot of country and classic rock. My mom, when she drove me to school, she had country on the radio, and my dad played a lot of classic rock. So that's why I was really raised on. But then, when I got to be about 9 years old, I discovered like Green Day and Linkin Park and Breaking Benjamin and 3 Days Grace. So those are kind of like I've heard people call them like normie emo bands, especially the last 2 or 3.
I call them the true emo. Like that is like the real essence of
that's the OG. Yeah, that's the real deal.
whatever the fuck that means, right?
But those were my jams when I was a kid. And then, as I got older, I got more into metal. I used to listen to a lot of Slipknot. I had one of their t-shirts, and I actually I remember going to school one day and I was wearing a shirt, and there was this one classmate I had. He was one of those like religious kids, I guess, and he saw my shirt and he was like, "Oh, you're a devil worshiper! You're a devil worshiper!" And I'm like, I just like Slipknot, bro. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
But that's what I listened to for a while, and now I just listen to everything. But I mean, I'm always gonna be a punk guy. I mean, that's just.
No, and I think maturing is just learning how to appreciate.
Sorry, there's a kid.
That is. He's now out and about.
She says hello.
Yeah. Part of maturing.
Focus.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
Focus.
Kitty, squirrel.
You got this.
Part of maturing is being able to listen to all types of music and not being like, oh, I don't listen to that. I think that was a very teenagerish thing.
Yeah.
Being like, oh my god, pop sucks or this sucks. It's like, no. The only band that truly sucks is Blood on the Dance Floor at this point. That's
And we can both agree on that.
like there is bad music,
and
not a lot of it,
Anti-Flag.
but
And
And anti-flag, unfortunately.
really,
Yeah. Oh, canceled.
okay.
Yeah.
they got
Nothing
canceled.
canceled. Like, you know what? Love the music. Now you guys are assholes. Like, I just can't listen to it anymore.
What did they do though?
Justice Sane, totally accused of rape, and absolutely 100% checks out.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
And it was all over a podcast. It's unfortunate.
Oh,
Idiot.
Actually, I'm really grateful though for the normalization of this kind of information though, because I think it is
Yeah, and
What
it
you-
sucks when it's such a good band too, because
I know.
I will forever be hurt by Brand New.
I know.
Like
I was just gonna say that's what I grew up on was Brand New. That was my OG.
Brand new.
Yeah.
The OG emo for me
Yeah.
was like Brand New, and I was like, I
they're
don't want
amazing. Like the music was so good, and then they had to go fuck it
Hard
up.
to hear it.
I mean, that one album they did,
They
Jean
just had to-
Chandu.
Yep.
yeah, like it's such a great record.
Yeah,
so good.
I still, I mean, I it'll come on once in a while, but that, like,
If
no,
it comes on, I don't skip it.
that's the thing. Yeah, I won't skip it, but like,
I don't feel right listening to it.
it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
'Cause
No, there's someone I know that has the album art tattooed on their leg, and I'm like, oh, wear pants.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah. But okay, so what was your phase like?
I never went out of the phase.
Right.
But I was more classic. I went more Jawbreaker. I mentioned Get Up Kids. Even some old Descendants you can kind of consider early emo.
Okay.
More like the skate punk vibe.
So escape.
But there's some killer emo bands out there. I kind of go classic in that regard. Yeah, Jawbreaker all the way.
Yeah.
Right.
I also was like, and I loved this because we were actually playing a show at the Chapel of Bones in Raleigh, and then right after that there was an emo night. I decided to stay for emo night, and then I heard someone. This just made me so happy because the person who was running the emo night was like, "All right, all my theater kids," and my ears perk up, and then everyone starts singing "Panic at the Disco" song, which I also feel is quite emo, and was also one of
Yeah.
the old schools.
Those early Panic songs, I think they were very much a gateway for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids into that kind of music. Because for me, it all kicked off with like Panic, Paramore,
Yeah.
and Fall Out Boy, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it wasn't a phase. You don't really.
No.
I stepped away from it for a while, and now doing this podcast and coming back to it, like I find myself so much happier just listening to all the music that I love. Right?
Oh, totally.
Oh, whenever people ask me what kind of music I listen to or what my favorite, I can't answer. I literally just am like, there's too many emotions that I go through and too many kinds of music
Yeah.
to have picked one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I really love getting to explore and really sit in the emotion of each different kind of genre. I think it's really fun.
Yeah, no, my Spotify's a shit show. Like, playlist 1 is like Danny Ocean, Morat, and all these Latin bands, and then playlist 2 is like all the indie pop that my boyfriend listens to. That I'm like, oh, this stuff is fantastic. Like, he really
Right.
got me into the Marias and all that stuff.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh my god, you
Write it down.
please. They're like, he listens to dream pop. That's probably like what he calls it.
Okay.
The lead singer, she has a beautiful voice, and it's so impressive. The Tiny Desk that they did, oh my god, it was amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
They're on
they were
Tiny
on,
Desk.
they were on Tiny Desk recently from they did Hispanic Heritage Month, so they get a bunch of like Latin artists. They have a couple songs in Spanish, but some of them are English, some of them are in Spanglish.
Yeah, Tiny Desk is cool.
I love Tiny Desk.
Yeah, quite a few of my favorites have been on there. Who was it that was on there recently? I occasionally listen to some 311, and they were on there recently. I thought it sounded really cool. Yeah.
I have one of my old buddies from LA. I was in a band with him. We kind of hopped around bands. He's now the lead engineer for Tiny Desk, Josh Newell.
Oh,
He's producing all of the shows now. I'm like, yo, next time we're in DC, let me hit you up.
4 hours away.
Yeah.
Is that where they do it, DC?
he just dropped that subtle flex. Like, buddy of mine is
just
the
dropped
producer of Tiny
But it's
Desk.
so cool. And
very
that's
cool.
a part of like, even the fest stuff. It's just like all of our friends are doing fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, we literally played with a band, Annie Dukes, and then watched like 3 days later as Cassidy was on The Voice.
Oh
The
wow.
lead singer of Annie Dukes. Yeah, she was on The Voice.
Like just people around us doing such cool things.
And I think she's moving on to the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to check her out.
Oh yeah.
I love reality TV. Like for me, competition reality shows, I'm like, let's fucking go.
Perfect. What's your favorite one?
Oh shit. America's Got Talent comes on as background noise a lot. Damn. Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. That's
like
probably
one.
my favorite one.
I love dancing and like artist competitions.
Yeah. Singing, arts, anything like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm so down for it.
It's like so many displays of talent.
He is. Yep. Okay, he made
So
it.
you brought your cats with you,
So
clearly.
I travel with my cats. The one that was the cinnamon roll looking one, she won't eat if we're not around. It's either my mom or I am not around. She won't really sleep or anything. She's super codependent.
Oh.
Her, yeah. The other one would probably be fine on his own. I trust that he will eat, but you know, I can't just leave one. So I travel with my cats all the time. They're used to it. They're so good in the car. They just nap. And,
Oh, that's
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, they're wonderful. She is the mascot of the show. We had a tournament every couple months, and if there was ever a tie, she was the tiebreaker.
Oh,
So the Senior Citizen podcast, everybody knows Minnie. I have not formally presented Mickey, but I don't think he needs much of a presentation.
the Minnie and Mickey.
Minnie and Mickey,
so-
yes. I like Disney a lot.
Of course, he's got a great Mickey Mouse impression.
Oh.
I need you to do it, please.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh boy. I have a 2-year-old niece who loves Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and there's been a few times I'll see her watching it, and I'll just peek my head in the corner, and go, oh boy, and then she'll like turn and look at me like, what? How'd you do that? Like,
That's so cute.
yeah,
My boyfriend's dad does a very good Donald Duck impression.
oh,
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. And he's like the most serious guy ever until he does the Donald Duck impression. But it's very good.
does he do it to disarm situations or like to like for comedy relief or like funny like weird quirkiness?
Dennis, when does your dad do the Donald Duck impression? Do you think it's for comedic relief?
I think it's a little sexual.
Is it before or after he kisses you on the lips?
Sometimes both.
Oh,
excellent.
a lot about Dad. It's Daddy Duck.
Daddy Duck! Daddy Duck!
I love that.
Oh my god, okay, that went off the rail. What's next for Distortions? What's that dream? You know, where do y'all want to end up?
So we've been talking about that. I think coming back from Fest and our last show next week for the fall season, we got a little Halloween show. We learned a lot this year.
Yeah.
Learned a lot about who we are. Learned a lot about what music we like and what resonates. But most importantly, we just know that we need to keep writing to our hearts. You know, like I said earlier, what matters to us, that's what makes things more unique is when we write things that are personal.
Yeah.
We're all very personal and unique people. Every one of us are. The more you lean into it, the better. So I think the next, 4 or 5 months, we're going to write and just lean into the things we do really well.
Okay.
And then kind of rinse and repeat, release it, go digital, maybe have physical, go play fest, go play shows through the summer and do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah, hopefully, definitely would love to come back next year for sure.
Keep
No,
going.
I'm sure you guys.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Yeah.
I think music, the more personal it gets, the more people can relate to it. And music is therapy for a lot of people, as cliche as it sounds. So I'm glad to hear that you guys are gonna get in and just write what comes out of your hearts. Because there's bad music and then soulless music too. So you can't have soulless music. Soulless exists.
Sometimes I do whenever I'm writing lyric ideas down. I wonder, like, oh, is that a little too dark, or is that a little too,
Yeah.
But
No, I just had a friend of mine on the podcast, and they are.
oh,
Oh.
goodness.
I know what he's aiming for. Yeah. Thank you. I had a friend of mine on the podcast, and she has gone through this whole like evolution, identity crisis kind of thing, because she's always really liked metal, Slipknot, and all that kind of stuff. And she started hanging out in Miami a lot, just kind of adopted that mentality and what people were doing there. And she ended up trying to do some reggaeton music. And I heard it, and I told her, I was like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. It wasn't bad. It's just soulless. Like, I can tell you don't care. It's not your vibe. And then you hear like some of these like reggaeton legends.
You can dance to it. So
Oof.
good.
And then you can dance to it, the lyricism, how that's
Yes.
playing with different genres within
and percussive
reggaeton.
sounds in the reggaeton.
Yeah, they're it's a science, it's an art form, but if you don't love it, it's not gonna be what it needs to be. So
You can sniff that out too. You know when people are authentic, you're like, something's off.
yeah.
You
When
can hear it.
yeah.
I mean, like you can tell like when somebody like when they're playing what they play, like you can tell when somebody loves it. Like you know, we love what we do, what we play. I mean, you know, it's natural for us. But then I feel like some people, it's just, you know, a little bit different, I guess. I think it takes time for people to find their sound.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Which is a vulnerable and scary process.
Yes.
yeah.
You know, it's like you're really like, oh hey, here's the most raw of us. Like it's sounds good. We like. Like
There's some people that take so long to find their sound too. There was this one band that on their thing is like established in 2021 or 22, and they just released music. They're like, we took so long to figure out
That's
what we
affirming.
actually wanted to do, and I'm like, damn, 2 years and you didn't drop anything.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, you know, there's some bands, you know, they just go and play live for a while, and it takes, and you know, because they really want to figure out exactly what they want to play,
Yeah.
and then, yeah, I mean, you know, for some people it takes a while, but I mean, I think, you know, the five of us, I mean, we're all pretty fortunate to, you know, we all know what we like to play, what we want us to sound like, so
they're all very invested too into the music, and I know that at least I like it when we play with bands who are also clearly like they're vibing, they're having a good time. They clearly also love what they're doing
Yeah.
because we're all there to you know, like I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's because people feed off the energy too.
Yeah.
So if you're playing at a show where they're not really feeling it, and get off the goddamn counter.
You're about to go on a kitty time out.
See what yesterday wasn't.
Bummer,
I hope you keep that in the show. I hope you keep that. That was great.
This is all
Get off the
staying in.
counter.
Landon, get off the counter, man.
What?
People can't see it. You're all over the counter.
I'm sorry.
And you're playing a show with people who aren't giving that energy for the crowd, and then you go up, it's like, God damn, I got to start from zero, you know, to get these people excited. So I think it's important to also just associate yourself with bands that are really loving what they're doing, because that creates that audience.
You know, in that vein, that's why I like opening shows, because we get to set the energy.
We had set the
I
energy.
usually opt in, and we're like, yeah, we'll open.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I especially, you know, I love, you know, we love being the opener. You know, because like what you just said, we set that tone for the rest of the show. I feel like, you know, I've seen bands here and there be like, oh, why do we go to be the opener? Well, like, you can think about it that way, but another way to think about it is, again, you're setting, you know, you're determining the
energy strategy.
Show,
Yeah.
what you want the show to be like. So it's being an opener is not a bad thing at all. I love being the opener at shows.
There's a lot of trust put in the opener.
Yeah.
There is. But I mean, you know, I think I can speak for, you know, us three when I say, I mean, you know, it's cool to be the opener. It's not a bad thing to be the opener. It's not like, you know, not the end of the world.
Right.
So.
No, I remember the first show I ever threw as a podcast, and my opener was a DJ, and everybody loved it.
See?
They were just like, this is interesting, it's cool, it's different. And he did set that, you know, that vibey energy for the night. It was a shit show of genres afterwards, because then you had like, it progressively got heavier throughout the night. The closer was just a metal band, and then
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So it was a fun show, and it was different.
Sounds like a sound journey.
It was. Like I said, it just progressively got, yeah. But the openers are important, and I go to shows on time early, and then I usually miss the headline. Because if you're playing at like midnight, I'm done.
Usually after midnight, I'm kind of, I'm 26, but at the same time, I feel like a grandpa. I usually, if a band's playing after...
You crusty.
I'm usually like, you know, look, you know, it's not y'all, it's me. I just need to go to bed. Like,
No,
They're
when,
gonna take
when
care
the
of
social
yourself.
battery runs out,
That's
I'm
real.
done.
That's real. That's real. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I want you to.
Yes.
yeah.
Jake.
I'm not for any reason other than we should all take care of ourselves.
Exactly. I'm also 26. Last year at Fest, I tapped out at like 10 p.m. every night.
Nice.
So I'm very proud of myself for staying out.
Oh, yeah. Last night we stayed out till like 11:30.
We did pretty good, but we were tired. But Luca,
I came in at 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning.
As you
did
should.
it. Yep.
But I wanted to see middle-aged queers.
Did you go to the after party though?
No, we heard it. We were walking by because we walked back.
Right.
Surprisingly. And so we walked back and we did hear at a party and we thought about it for a minute, but the trajectory was only forward back to the Airbnb. So we
Right.
didn't stick with it.
Yes. Okay.
I wanted to make sure that I had enough sleep that I wouldn't be a total goob for this podcast. That, so I pushed it till 4:30, not till sunrise.
Right. So guys, I'm excited. I'm happy I got to meet y'all.
Yeah.
I don't think you told me much about your emo phase. I think we can. We got brand new, but what else was there? What was it like?
Oh my gosh. But see, I was listening to brand new at the same time I was listening to Marilyn Manson, who also was canceled. Which
It was a painful journey.
it was, I mean, yeah, it sucks. I used to listen to all this music off the bus all the time. But that actually, he was actually a pretty inspirational artist. But who other my emo? Oh my gosh. The Used and what is that one? My gosh, it's been on fire.
Probably come to you like later.
It will. It will.
What did you say?
It will.
It's a question on the podcast.
It will.
We're gonna be driving home tomorrow.
And I'll be like, and I'm literally, what they're gonna hear is, "Damn it!"
Yellow card.
out of nowhere to the back seat. And I'm just like,
You can message me the name. When
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
just curious though.
I don't even know. I honestly don't even know. It was in high school and there were so many other things going on. And I don't remember. I did not have that many CDs. I did not have that many CDs.
Okay.
Short Circuits. Check out our new song. No, I did not have that many CDs.
I mean, high school and that time is a vague memory for me as well.
I actually intentionally blocked a lot of it out. And I don't actually like to, because when I think of bands that I used to listen to, it's usually associated with times in my life. And so if it was painful, so I don't really, go there.
Yeah. No, I have certain songs
go in my
that make me
writing.
cry like in an instant. And
Yeah.
it's like, because you associate it with something that happened. So yeah, I completely understand that. And maybe it's better to just block out high school. It's fine. We didn't peak there, it's fine.
But I hung out with a bunch of skaters in high school, and really, then also like, you know what? I don't want to talk about high school.
We will leave it at that, you guys. This is a shameless plug moment. Go ahead and let that camera know everything they need to know about Distortions.
Cool. Yeah, we're having fun. We're from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. If you're ever up in the area, come check us out. We'd love to be playing Fest again next year, but we had such a great time this year. Had such a blast
It was great.
playing music with you two, and obviously Sarah and John, who couldn't make it.
Yeah, we love Sarah and John.
Yeah.
They had to drive early.
That sucks, honestly, because there's still a whole day left of a festival. You guys, thank you so much for coming out. Like I said
Absolutely.
in the beginning, thank you for caring for the people around you. Honestly, just great energy from all of you. I hope you get to play Fest again next year. I can't wait to hear your music that's already out and that new record that's coming soon. And you guys, make sure to follow Distortions, check out the music, and follow, subscribe, engage with the Senior Citizen podcast, and support your local scene, wherever it is. And we'll see each other next week.
See ya.
Bye!